This work of isolation is to protect the safety that I have secured within myself. What is your purpose as a man if you're broke and you can't make a woman come? Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice Iche and I am so happy to be here with you. Today I've got a fun reflective video for you. 10 things I have learned this year, 2023. Let's get right into it. So number 1, don't cry or be emotional on the internet. This is a mistake I have made time and time again. Girl, imagine someone, a stranger, someone I do not know, DMing me and asking me, "Are you okay?" The level of projection, y'all. I mean, it's gonna happen anyway, but me crying is just opening the door to that bullshit, and it really always pisses me off. So I'm not trying to deal with that stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, imagine me DMing someone I follow on the internet, like, Caesar just comes to mind, and asking them if they're okay. Like, really? Because I've watched a video about them talking about an issue in their life. Like, y'all be for real. Note that this is not about evil eye. I do not believe in repressing yourself in the name of protecting yourself. People will be who they are regardless of who you are. So be who you are anyway. Be who you are fearlessly. But don't cry or be too emotional on the internet. Save that for the people who can actually hold you with care and grace. Number 2, I am not teaching a man anything. I'm done with that. I am no longer Barbara the Builder, and that's just facts. Any man that comes into my life needs to be making my life exponentially easier. He needs to be teaching me things that I do not know about. He needs to be putting me on, not the other way around. I am not performing any mother duties or being Barbara the Builder. That man needs to be building me up. Any man that comes up to me on some
"Show me how to do this, teach me how to do this for me,"
gets thrown out. For real, you're a child and I'm not the one for you. And a little advice to any man that may be watching this: before you decide to disturb a woman, just ask yourself, what do you bring to the table? What can you offer her? Literally, regarding anyone who's trying to come into my life, this is what I always ask myself: what can this person do for me? If they're not offering me anything, first of all, I'm not asking for it. I'm simply out, gone. Secondly, it's because I know that I give so much. You will be eating if you're at the table with me. And that's just facts. This is about protecting myself, my gifts and my love and my care and my passions. It's not about putting anyone down. It's about sharing myself with those who deserve it. And guess what? I'm the one who gets to decide who that person is. It's my love, and I decide who gets to enjoy it. It's your love, and that's the most amazing thing. And for me, the person who gets to enjoy my love is the person who can pour into me, because I know I will be giving back that same energy plus more. And that previous point leads to my next one. Number 3, I would rather be celibate than sleep with any man or any person that doesn't pour into me, doesn't offer me anything, and doesn't deserve me. Y'all, I made that mistake for the last time this year. This man was broke and also couldn't make me come. Like, what is your purpose as a man if you're broke and you can't make a woman come? I'm sorry, but I'm not dealing with anything like that ever again. I'm now actually so committed to my celibacy because the pain I felt just knowing that I allowed certain people who didn't deserve it to get that close to me, I regretted it and I felt so used. It's not worth it. Never again. Until I meet the person that's going to treasure me and treat me like the queen that I am, I'm not putting myself through anything like that ever again. And I'll discuss in more details what I mean by someone who deserves me in a future video. But if you're a man and you're trying to get access to a high value woman, you need to lead with the things that you can do for her. How can you make her life better? What do you offer her? And actions speak louder than words. Do those things and show her how your presence in her life will be beneficial to her instead of depleting her. Actions speak louder than words. Words mean nothing. Show her that you would be a great benefit to her life. Number 4. So we're in the dating realm now of the things that I've learned. But number 4 is that men are market driven and so should women be. Women are the prize. Period blank. That's it. As women, we've been taught and socialized that our worth comes from being chosen by a man, but nothing has liberated me like understanding that as a woman, I'm the one who has the power and incentive to be the one who's choosing my partner, not the other way around. By being a woman, I have so much inherent value and worth, and I need to be selective about who gets to benefit from me. Men who don't bring anything to the table do not deserve the privileges of having a wife or a girlfriend. Like, for real, in the times of our ancestors, those men didn't get lineages. So by you hooking up with that good for nothing man, you're literally erasing all the work that our ancestors did. Don't be mad at me, take it up with the ancestors. I'm not looking for a relationship based on love anymore. I'm looking for relationships that will improve my life, make it better and easier. Love relationships are for relationships with yourself and your children. And I'm saying all this because I am certain that I will love the person that wants to ease my life, make my existence on this planet a smoother ride. Otherwise, there's nothing that person is doing for me. If it's about love, I'm giving it to myself. And I know that no one on this earth can love me better than I love me. And that's just facts. Guys, there's a little bit of noise around. Please just ignore it. Let's keep going with the video. Number 5. I have to change myself to get the things that I want out of this life. This doesn't mean that I don't love myself. And I used to be one of those people who used to make that conclusion that if you want to change yourself, that means you don't love yourself enough. I don't believe that is true anymore. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It means that I love myself enough to know what I deserve out of this life. And I will do what I need to do to get what I want out of my life. I'm gonna insert a clip here of Manifesto.
If you believe that you are perfect as you are now and you deserve everything that you want, and you're upset that you're not getting what you want, if who you are now and your future self are the very same person, you would have exactly what your future self has, but you don't. So something has to change, and it's you. Get it together.
That really resonated with me, what she said. If I didn't have to change, then I would have the things that future me has. I would have those things right now, but I don't. So there's something about me that I need to change in order to get to that future version of myself who is enjoying things that I don't have right now. You get me? That made so much sense, and I was like, wow. That's true. Number 6, I can't be mad at people for being who they are. I can only be mad at myself for allowing them to bring their mess into my life. This is actually a lesson that I learned last year but implemented more this year. I can only be mad at myself for engaging with low-level energies that I had no business being around and then being upset that I got hurt. Like, what did I expect? Of course you'd get hurt. I had no business being there. You really need to understand yourself and the kind of circumstances that you thrive in. Me, I know I'm a sensitive girly. Like, I need to take care of my sensitivities because I am easily hurt by people who are careless and who are not as thoughtful as I am. I know myself, and I know that I don't thrive in relationships that are shallow and not deep and fulfilling. So what am I doing there? What am I doing with those people? Solitude is better than any situation that can compromise my safety. If someone cannot take accountability of themselves and their actions, what makes me think that they won't bring their mess into my life? It's really about being discerning and only engaging with people and situations that are uplifting, and not being mad at people for being who they are when they keep harming you. What are you doing there? You have the power to choose who and where you want to be, and that is how you become accountable for yourself. Number 7, the music industry is not the place for me to thrive. Oh no, it isn't. You know what? I have actually always known this, but I was always in denial about it. I wanted so badly to have a career in music, but I observed early on when I got into the industry at the age of 20, I'm now 28, that The music industry is a dirty, dirty field to play in. I really tried to influence the scene that I was a part of, and at some point I was. I encouraged people to be more caring towards each other, and I held space in my personal home and in my heart for people who ended up walking all over me when I was down. The thing is, I didn't have a support system. This is what you need if you want to be safe and successful in the music industry. You need a strong and steady support system. Think of someone like Billie Eilish, who is in the industry with her literal family. No one can fuck with her. For me, I was alone in Nairobi with complete strangers. What happened to me was bound to happen. And being someone like me whose light shines so bright, there were so many people who couldn't stand me, and they took any opportunity they got to dim my light. These are people who would smile in my face and pretend to be my friend. This is to anyone who may be just starting out in the music industry or the art industry. If your light is bright, your priority should be to protect it, okay? Not chase opportunities, because people will take any chance to trample over you so they can stand in your place. Did you hear that? People will take any opportunity to trample over you so they can stand in your place. I am literally working on a video about all this that I hope to drop soon, so please stay tuned. The fact is that I am wary of anyone who is thriving in the music industry as it is, especially if you're a woman and you're not calling for any kind of change, because there's a lot that needs to be changed in this industry. Number 8, privacy is sweet. If a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it, did it fall? The answer is yes, baby, okay? It fell. Fact is a fact whether anyone witnesses it or not. I used to be someone that shared my life on the internet a lot, but the older I've gotten, the less interested I've been in doing this. And I have a lot of people who DM me when I've been quiet online. People I do not know, by the way, like, are you okay? Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my DMs right now with that fake concern shit. These are people who are not okay themselves, but because they were so used to hearing and seeing me talking about my traumas online, they presume that I am always having a hard time in life, when really I'm the most okay. Like, these days when I don't post online is when I'm the most peaceful and content with my life. But you know, I'm trying to make social media my business, so I do choose when and how to engage online, you know. I barely scroll. Like, I get on it for like a few minutes and I'm like, nah, I gotta get off this. I've been really truly limiting my time on social media just because I started to notice for real the kind of impacts it was having on me. I was starting to compare myself with people who I felt were doing better than me in life, but really I have understood that everyone is on their own path and I am on my own path. I just don't feel the need to prove to anyone anything anymore. I deal with my emotions and I don't need other people to witness me anymore. Oh, I used to really need to be witnessed. I always used to feel like, gosh, if I am this beautiful and no one apart from me can see it, am I still beautiful? Bitch, yes, because I experience my beauty every single day. Am I not someone whose validation is worthy? Whoa, this is actually so deep, but this is true. This year, I just became so content with my own validation. I am the one who witnesses me every day. No one actually saw me go through everything that I went through and how I pulled myself out of all that pain and darkness. Whose validation is more important to me rather than my own? Literally no one's, except for maybe my mom. She also saw me go through a lot. But you get what I'm saying. My validation is so more than enough for me. And actually other people's validation is unnerving to me these days. But you know what? I do welcome it, you know. I just don't need it. And neither do I want it. I want my own validation, and this is what satisfies me. So I don't need to share my life so much anymore, and this is also why I've taken a step back from vlogging. I want this channel to be more of sit-down type of content, and maybe I'll get back to vlogging once my channel grows a lot more and a lot more of my audience wants to know more about me. But for now, privacy is so sweet. Number 9, the greatest gift that I have is to feel safe within myself. This work of isolation is to protect the safety that I have secured within myself. The work of protecting my safety is the work of protecting the softness in my heart. In this world and in this life, I do not get my softness from other people or people in general. The softness in my life has only ever existed within me. I knew I might never taste softness if I didn't create it to give it to myself. I've never been able to rely on someone else for this. A lot of people I have known have particularly reserved their wrath for me because of the simple fact that I'm just so sensitive and authentic because of my sensitivity, and this has always triggered people. I don't blame them, okay? That's not what I'm talking about right now. But to a lot of people I have known, I have only ever deserved tough love from them. So I figured out for real, maisha wewe, if I'm to experience softness, it really, really needs to come from me. And that's the journey that I have been on this whole year. We're on the last one. Number 10, health is wealth. This year, I've really been learning about taking care of my body. With a PCOS diagnosis late last year, I started really watching my diet and taking exercise seriously. From the beginning of the year, I was really swimming a lot. Towards the end, I started doing more of home workouts and walking. A lot of walking, as much as I can, as well as letting go of emotional pain and negative thought patterns. I'm happy to say that I've actually not experienced depression much this year. There was a point that it nearly got to me, but with all the knowledge and understanding I have now, I don't see myself ever allowing myself to ever get to a point so low in my life again. I know how to maintain a positive and hopeful perspective of myself and my life. So truly, I don't think I will ever get that low anymore. This is something I've been working on for long. I never had this strength before to keep a positive outlook of yourself and your life. It's something I worked so hard on over the years that this year I was able to manage all kinds of depression and anxiety. It didn't get to me this year, and I don't think it ever will again. Even if the worst thing were to happen to me, I don't think I would ever get back there because, listen, I've already been to the lowest of lows. For those of you who know me from my music days, from back when I was living in Nairobi, to how I moved back home to Mombasa, to how I was able to move out into my own place. Like, I've been going through a whole journey. Yo, guys, I was at the lowest point. Like, I thought I was going to lose my life. I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm sort of detached from the negative parts of life. Like, if I was able to make it out of all of that pain and darkness and still maintain my beauty and still emerged this beautiful. Truly, nothing can get me now. Nothing can ever take me that low ever again, no matter what happens. I just have so much I have learned because of that experience. There's no way I'm ever gonna let myself get back there. And that's just it. That's just it. And like, for real, I am so confident in this. And with each day, I am learning new ways to take care of my body. Like, lately, I've been implementing a lot of superfoods and teas that really help to clean out the body, like moringa and matcha, as well as spearmint tea for my PCOS. And moringa has particularly had a very noticeable effect on my body. Spearmint tea has also been so very relaxing for me, and I'm truly enjoying it. And that's it. Oh my goodness, you guys, I was so excited to record this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and let me know any lessons that you've learned this year that you're taking with you into 2024, that you're going to use to make your life better next year. I'm so ready for 2024. I'm so ready to keep being consistent and persistent with this new path that I have decided to take. I just feel like there's so much more in store for me, and really, I'm here to discover it. And I'm so excited to see what life has for me, because I'm redirecting from the whole music thing. I thought that was going to be my life, but I'm so excited to see what else is there. You know, really, it's too toxic, and I shouldn't fight to be in a space that I know causes me more harm than it benefits me. You know, I do see myself in the future, maybe when I'm older, being in the music scene again, but it will be very controlled because I would have taken that time to build my team and my life up to a point where I'll be so protected. No one's gonna be able to fuck with me. Opportunities will be coming to me so easily. It's just not right now, okay? So I am so excited to see what 2024 brings. I hope you're all having a wonderful festive season. Oh my goodness. I'm wishing you an early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I know it's super early, but guys, I think I'm gonna be spending my holidays alone. I kind of want to. If not, I'll go and spend it with my younger sibling, who's also in Mombasa. Let me know which of the lessons I've talked about here that you resonated with the most. This is not the last video of the year, so don't worry, there's more coming. I'm working like step by step to produce these videos and release them for you guys. I'm so happy to be here with you all. So happy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Much love from me always. Bye.